There's been a Russian attack on Ukraine's southeastern city of Zaporizhzhia overnight. Rescue crews are right now searching for survivors. Video circulating on social media shows destroyed roads and residential buildings. Ukrainian authorities say the rocket strikes caused dozens of casualties, with at least 17 people reportedly killed. Now, this comes just days after another attack on this city killed dozens of people. Zaporizhzhia is located near a Russian-held nuclear power plant that is the largest in Europe.
North Korea fired 2 ballistic missiles into the sea today, making it the 7th such launch by Pyongyang in recent days. The launches have raised fears of North Korea inching closer towards nuclear testing. The launches that come days after US-led joint military exercises in the region have raised an alarm in South Korea, Japan and the United States. Now, according to Japanese authorities, the 2 missiles covered a range of 350 kilometers and fell outside Japan's exclusive economic zone. Japan says that they are looking into the type of missiles fired at around 1:47 a.m. local time, with the second one following some 6 minutes later.
Now, Israeli media says an energy company will begin testing a pipeline from an offshore gas rig in the eastern Mediterranean. Now, this comes days after Israel rejected Lebanon's request to amend a draft maritime border agreement proposed by the United States. Now, Lebanon objects to 3 clauses. The first relates to a borderline created by Israel and marked by buoys, as you can see there, when its forces withdrew from Lebanon in 2000. Lebanon wants the language in the draft to be changed to avoid accepting this line as an international maritime border. It also objects to the location of the Kana gas field in a southern Lebanese exploration block extending into Israeli waters. Lebanon refuses to pay any percentage of profits from that gas field to Israel. Israel says the field, though, may still fall under its exclusive economic zone. The third relates to France's TotalEnergy's company. Beirut wants the French oil giant to work with Lebanon separately and independently from its projects with Israel.
Two fresh incidents of violence between Israel and Palestine have been reported. Israeli army claims a soldier was shot and killed in an overnight attack at a checkpoint in East Jerusalem. The police have called the incident a terrorist act and launched a manhunt for an assailant who had shot and severely injured 2 Israelis at a Jerusalem checkpoint, while a third person, whose nationality was not specified, was hit by a shrapnel. In the aftermath of the attack, dozens of officers were deployed around the crossing where the soldier was shot. The Israeli force claimed that they had deployed a helicopter and a special forces for the manhunt.
Burkina Faso is mourning its dead. In the barracks, an eerie silence, only broken by the names of soldiers. All killed by ISIL fighters while protecting a humanitarian convoy in the north last month. It was one attack too many for military leader Ibrahim Traoré. Angered by another humiliating defeat, he staged a coup last Friday, becoming Burkina Faso's newest leader. The aftermath of the attack was captured on mobile phone. Hundreds of trucks burned. They were transporting wheat and rice to Djibo, a town of 350,000 people in the north, besieged by ISIL since February, where people are dying of hunger.
In the fight against terrorism in general and the Shabaab extremist group in particular, the Somali government has decided to enforce a new measure. On Saturday, the Deputy Minister of Information announced the government banned what it calls the dissemination of extremism ideology messages, both from official media houses and on social media. Abdirahman Yusuf insisted the decision would not affect normal news coverage about Al-Shabaab by journalists in Somalia.
around 20% of petrol stations in France are dealing with fuel shortages, as a strike by TotalEnergy employees continues. And many people are now dealing with long queues to fill up their cars. The strike that started over a week ago is mostly over a pay rise to match inflation. It was originally only supposed to last 3 days, but has continued as negotiations stalled. The unions representing the workers say it is willing to begin negotiations on Monday based on pay alone.